Hey everyone, hope you're well. So in this video, I'm going to be introducing the course, right? So firstly, thank you for hopping on board. I do really appreciate that. And I have something that will completely transform your business, right? In this video, I'm just going to introduce you to the course. I'm going to explain what you will be learning and also kind of the flow of the course, right, as we go on. Okay, so let's just firstly start at why or what is going to happen if you just actually implement what's in this course. Firstly, let's just start right here, right? Let me just explain what most entertainment venues are doing wrong. I mean, we've talked to, at this point, hundreds and hundreds of entertainment venues, right? Talk about karting, escape rooms, theme parks, just family entertainment, kids entertainment, just those places people go to have fun, right? So, what 95% plus of the entertainment venues do. And before I even begin with this, you have to understand, right? Some escape rooms or some entertainment venues, they have like one venue and they're like they're just struggling and struggling and struggling. It doesn't work. They have a huge fear of the unknown. And then you've got chains that have 20 or 30 or 40 locations. And then you may just ask yourself, like, how are they doing that? I mean, aren't they also just doing Google Ads, relying on word of mouth? No, they're not, right? Let me explain the exact difference and the exact things they do. All right. So firstly, let's look at most of the entertainment venues, what they're doing right now. What they have is a huge lack of predictability, right? They have no idea what next week, next month, next semester, trimester is going to look like. They have absolutely no idea. Lack of control. Most entertainment venues fall into the same trap, right? They completely rely on SEO, use the social media posts, Google Ads, word of mouth, just hoping the bookings will come in, right? And then on top of that, usually they have been burned by an agency, right? And that's why 99% of them, or like 95 plus percent of them, struggle with inconsistent revenue, slow seasons, constant stress of not knowing where the next customer is going to come from, stuff like that. I mean, this one, the inconsistent revenue or the slow seasons, you have to understand that for some entertainment venues, slow seasons don't exist. While they may have another entertainment venues like one street further, and they might be like completely struggling in the same season as the other one is succeeding. So it's not seasonal changes, in my opinion, are just a huge limiting belief and limiting factor, and it's just something that you should never just accept, right? Because there is no need for it. Times have changed. I mean, we are able to show thousands and thousands of digital mini personalized billboards on people's phones. We can do so many magical things and we can get them to the location at any day, at any hour we want. Let's continue before I get too excited. So, all right. As I say here as well, next month could be their worst month. From fully booked weekends to empty Mondays and Tuesdays, it's just a hell, right? It does not work. And then they start contemplating who would fire next. Should I even continue with this? And then what happens is, after all, great relationships are just impacted. That's just how it goes. That's just the results of these chain of events. Now, let's look at the top 5%. So, what are these guys doing? Firstly, they're not relying on word of mouth or Google Ads. Absolutely not. They have 100% full control over their bookings, their everything. They're not guessing what next week or next month is going to look like. Consistent revenue, excited about the business, no more slave to the business, actually building the business. I mean, just ask yourself the question, right? Did you start your entertainment venue to wear like 20 hats? You're being the sales manager, you're being the advertising specialist, you're being the CEO, you're being the game master, you're being the social media manager, all of these things. I mean, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's not the way to run a business as such. That's not the way to run a business in general, right? So that's the thing. I honestly, to be completely honest, I really don't care about the systems. To me, it's about, okay, why is there such a big difference between the 5% and 95%? And why are these people actually struggling and having miserable lives? And why are these one just building and building and expanding and expanding? All right. So now how do we get from here to here? So that's what this course is about. All right. Now, let's start from the beginning. Let's start where where the people make, or the potential customers make the first contact, right? So I'm going to explain the system as a whole from a high level view. There are going to be more things in this course, right? There are going to be many more things in this course, but I'm just going to go to the essence. Like the other stuff which I'll be explaining are all to build towards this system right here. There are other necessary things, right? So immediately, okay, let's just start. Firstly, what we need content, right? So this is just a complete copy paste of literally what we do, right? So if it says we'll be sending a videographer, you know you'll have to film it yourself, obviously, right? So, all right, what you need to do is you need to film, right? You need some content. I will show you exactly what types of content you need. Okay, that's pretty understandable, I believe. Then I'll explain how to edit those videos, right? How to exactly edit step by step what you need to do. I will show you how to outsource that if you want to, right? And then I will also show you exactly how many videos you need to do, what types of hooks, what types of content needs to be in it. And then I'm going to show you how to test them. I'm going to explain the entire testing process, how much budget you should invest, at the minimum and at the maximum. Well, there isn't really a maximum. I guess there is, but I'll explain all of this. I'm going to also explain some tricks that come from the TikTok Beginners Boost, which basically is a small system where we can get the TikTok Beginners Boost every single day. It's basically an algorithm they use to make sure you end up spending more money on the ads, and we make use of that system. And I'm going to show you also how this system should just be a churning machine, just deleting what doesn't work, trying new things, deleting what doesn't work, trying new things, right? So now there's one big benefit you have, and that is that I already have a bunch of templates of which you can already immediately start working on. Or with working on, I mean, you could literally just delete my clips out of it and add your clips and just keep all of the editing. So that saves you a couple of years of trying and testing all of this stuff. But what I'm also going to show you now, there's also one thing I need to mention about this course, right? There are a lot of shiny things in this course. Now, what do I mean by shiny things? There are scripts that are like, okay, they might be very interesting. A lot of people will probably be in this course to just skip all of the very important bits and go to immediately, all right, what are the ads I need to run? What is the copy I need to put in? What voices should I use, etc., stuff like that. But what I'm also going to be showing or teaching in this course is how can you, or I want to show you how you can come up with these ideas yourself. Because at some point, the examples you're going to see in the scores, they're going to disappear. They're going to stop working. It's just ad fatigue. That's just the way that advertising works. At some point, they're going to stop working for your locations. That's called ad fatigue. And what you need to do then is you need to start creating those ideas yourself. Now, we do have a lot of tools to help us with that, but I'm going to teach you exactly how we can do it. So you understand that advertising and marketing it's definitely not gambling. Is science, is just scientific. It's super predictable. Okay, so this one right here. What are we doing here? I shouldn't say time right. It's actually just a data gas plan. So what do we do here? We just need to grab attention. Our goal here is to grab attention. We're not trying to get people to book yet. We at this point don't care about bookings because you will be disappointed. We don't want bookings. What we'll be looking at is we'll be looking at the data. How many people are clicking through? How many people are watching more than 50%? How many people are watching more than 70%? How many people are going to the website? How many people click on whatever, right? We're trying to figure that out. All right. What we have now is, let's say we start these ads, which I'll also exactly show you how to do. Once we start those ads, what we'll need is, or sorry, what we'll get is we'll get a bunch of data, a bunch of people that show some sort of interest, just people that are interested, right? Now, what happens to these people, right? So I should draw like this. It goes right here. Maybe a bit thin, but you get it. Let me just try something. Can we make it? Just out of curiosity. I think we can make it thicker. Yep. So I'll also show you how to properly do retargeting on TikTok, right? And so what I'll be teaching you here is, so firstly, we have all of these interested people. How do we know they're interested? Is we know because they went to the website. We know they watched more than 50% or watched more than 70%. They may have liked, they may have commented, they may have, I mean, engaged in some way. Engaging means they're interested at some level, right? We're not saying they're 100% interested, they will book, they will be, no, it doesn't mean that. But they're more interested than people that immediately skip the ads. And that's what we're trying to get, right? So what we will do, this is actually a little bit outdated. Well, it doesn't explain it properly. So I'll just explain it by words. So what we need is, I'll teach you to do is create those custom audiences, right? The audience is full of people that have shown some sort of interest. What we'll then do is we will show those people a sequence of 10 to 20 retargeting ads, right? Now, how do these retargeting ads work? What we need to do with those retargeting ads, we need to do a couple of things, right? Firstly, we need to warm them up, right? Because if you know something about TikTok and Instagram Reels, is people that are scrolling, they have absolutely no idea even what the third last video was they watched. They have no idea. They're watching thousands and thousands of videos a day. So we have to keep coming back to them. So we have to warm them up, right? So we have to create or create familiarity basically. So, all right, we show them an ad. So the first ones, as I explained, like the previous system. And now we do is what we warm them up, but we also educate them. We need to educate them and basically answer all of their possible questions, all of their possible concerns, all of the possible reasons why they may not book, break all of their preconceived notions and warm them up completely. So what does that look like? A couple of examples. Let's say for an escape room. All right, what could that be? It could be, all right, we could show them some testimonials of people actually explaining like how fun it is or how much their children loved it, etc., etc. It could be quick glimpses of behind the scenes. People are um, surprisingly very interested in stuff like that. What else could it be? People with for escape rooms might be concerned to get stuck or chained up. So we explain, no, don't worry, you won't be chained up. You'll be completely free. And as a matter of fact, we'd never even touch you. That could be a big concern, right? I mean, you'd be surprised how many of these small things made huge differences for us. Because, for example, also there are, let's say, we've got an escape room in, let's say, in Tennessee, right? And they may have a theme called Bank Heist. And then we may have an escape room in New York that also has a game called Bank Heist. Now, the one in Tennessee could be a 1-star rating, worst of the worst, absolutely nonsense. But the one in New York could be just absolutely wonderful, 100% best experience of their lifetime. So also teaching them, look, not every escape room, not every team, even if it has the same name, is the same. Stuff like that. What could be other reasons? Let's say for virtual reality stations. Okay, a lot of people believe that once they put on the glasses, they will have a headache for the rest of the night and it's not worth it. Well, yeah, it's true. It was true for old devices, but now we've got new devices and they're updated. So we teach them, don't worry about headaches. That's from the past. All right, now we convert a lot of people. Okay, another thing, people may think, oh, VR is just for gamers or for nerds, and like, oh, show them those games, like, okay, these are not for nerds. They're actually look at those videos. We've got clients that are girls. We've got groups and groups of ladies just enjoying themselves. All right, okay, another big audience converted or educated. Another thing they might think is very expensive. All right, we show them no, it's not. This is the pricing. It's not too bad. All right, another huge audience converted. Right, we're just trying to convert audiences. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, enough. I'm going way too deep into this. Right, I apologize. I'll go more in depth on all of these. So, what do we have now? Also, by the way, why it says Meta here is because once everything is working on TikTok, we will just copy paste it to Meta. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Ignore it for now. Okay, what we have now is we have all of these people, or sorry, I apologize. All of these people that have shown some sort of interest. We retarget them with a sequence of 20 retargeting ads. Now what we need to do is we need to, oh, it's already fixed. That's all right. We need to make it tangible. So what do I mean by making it tangible? What we have to do is we have to take the business they have been seeing in for the past couple of days or a week, depending on how much they're using the app. We need to take it off of the social media apps. Now, how do we do that? Is we put the business in their personal belongings in their phone. So how do we do that? It's by giving them some sort of an offer. So after the last retargeting ad, we give them some sort of an offer. It could be a coupon code. It could be if it's for birthday parties, birthday kit comes for free. It could be 10% off. It could be a dollar amount or a pound amount or whatever currency you're using off. It really just the whole offer testing is a whole separate testing process on itself, right? It will all make sense later down the line in this course. Now, okay, so I will teach you how we basically follow up with all of these people. So once they grab the coupon code, they just receive an app. It's very typical of TikTok where they can click on a little voucher and they receive the coupon code. But to get the coupon code, they have to fill in their full names, email, and phone number. Once they do that, they also have to click on a little button that says you will be followed up on, so there are no surprises. So what I'll do is I'll teach you how to automate this system right here, where they immediately receive a text and an email. A couple of days later, another reminder. A couple of days later, another reminder, including a voicemail. It's just a one-time pre-recorded voicemail which you can drop in their voicemail box without calling them. It's done through a software called Sly Broadcast. I'll teach you all of this, how to follow up every single, or not every single day, but every couple of days until either they book, they opt out, or the coupon code expires. And then every 2 weeks, or we tend to do about 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, you just follow up again, just to grab their attention, and they may convert because something may have come in the way. What usually happens. All right, so what we have now is we have all of the cold ads, we have the retargeting ads, and then we have the golden lead nurturing system where we nurture them until they book. This is the main system. Most of the time, we'll go into this system. I'll also quickly explain. This one is actually the same as this golden lead nurturing system, but with actual callers. So if you would like to hire callers, I'm going to explain exactly how you can do that. This is the Google review campaign. If you want more Google reviews, I will teach you how to send an automated sequence to your previous clients. Then I'll also show you the data reactivation system where you'll be able to send an SMS sequence to your previous clients with something like, hey, it's RD. I was just going through my desk and I found a couple of 10% off vouchers. If you want one, send one. If you want me to leave you alone, send zero or something in that nature. And we follow up a little bit. And last time we did this, or well, the last client, well, not the last, but probably somewhere the fourth or fifth last client we had a list of 40,000 people and we turned it into 22,500 euros cash collected. I mean, system works incredibly well. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. Basically activating your previous clients. So that's mainly what I'm going to show you, right? I'm not going to make this video too long. So at this point, you have an idea of what you can expect to learn. Of course, I'm also going to explain exactly what types of software to use, how to use AI, how to use AI in the video creation, how to use AI in follow-up personalization, how to use follow AI in only how, also like how to use ChatGPT, how to prompt ChatGPT, how to make ChatGPT write your ad copies. And I'm not talking about asking ChatGPT, hey, write me an ad copy for this. It doesn't work like that. You really have to dig deep. And if you're able to do that, ChatGPT is an absolutely wonderful tool. I mean, the CEO of ChatGPT admits himself that he is learning a lot from ChatGPT is because he knows how to use it. Most people have no idea how to use an AI tool like ChatGPT. All right, so that was the first video. I appreciate your attention. If you have any questions, just contact me through Slack. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.